Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this virtual conferring of degrees. I'm Anthony Crowell, Dean and President of New York Law School. I want to congratulate you, our graduates, and pay special regard to your families for the incredible support they've provided to you throughout your law school careers. This achievement is as much yours as it is theirs. Let me be clear. There is nothing virtual about your achievement today. It is real, it is palpable, and today we bear witness to the grit, resilience, and doggedness of what it means to be NYLS tough and NYLS tested. Congratulations, graduates. I've never been prouder of nor more inspired by a group of people than I am today. What you've managed to accomplish during an historic and unprecedented time is nothing short of extraordinary. You've worked together to confront adversity with grace, with optimism and cooperation, and you and we are stronger for it. I hope you will look upon all the semesters that led up to spring 2020 and say that New York Law School gave you the tools to navigate this difficult landscape and that we had your backs every step of the way. Many of you have dealt with exceptionally tough circumstances, so let us take a moment to remember those we lost and those who continue to feel the effects of the virus. I also want to remember a dearly departed member of this class, Patrick Holohan, who passed away on January 9th, 2017, just after the first semester of his 1L year. He never saw his exceptional grades, which earned him a seat on the Dean's Leadership Council. An evening student, Patrick stood out for his great intelligence, humor, friendship, and commitment. He would have made an extraordinary lawyer, and he is missed. We are proud today to present a posthumous degree to his family and friends who are with us. May he rest in peace, and may he give us all strength and inspiration. This pandemic has affected all of us personally. It's also cast light on the extraordinary injustices in our society, the disparities in illness and deaths among communities of color, job losses, and the lack of healthcare access. Remember, during every sustained crisis, lawyers have led the way in protecting the rights of those treated unjustly. That is especially true now. In fact, your opportunities to lead transformative careers have broadened dramatically. You are the first graduating class to become lawyers during this crisis, and you will guide society's successful recovery. As you know, New York Law School's goal has always been to launch lawyers who solve problems and who lead change. You will be on the front lines, whether in person or here on Zoom, in courtrooms, boardrooms, hallways of power, and in your communities, advocating, advising, and implementing the very changes needed for a world in which we can all be safe, in which we can all be healthy, and in which we can all thrive together. I know, this seems like a lot of responsibility to place on your shoulders or anyone's, but I have absolute confidence that there is no group of lawyers better prepared than you. You've learned how to solve complex problems. You've learned how to separate fact from fiction and bias, and you've most certainly learned how to expect the unexpected. I've had the privilege of working with you closely in what I have seen as a journey of great professional and personal transformation. Your stories and your goals have driven me each minute of every day to ensure that you have the support needed to go forth and make change. Now is a moment to reflect on all that you have achieved and to be resolute about your futures as leaders. I know you've all worked hard, but the hardest work still lies ahead. So let me share some of my personal guideposts to help lead you to success as a lawyer. First, believe in our democracy and know that you are a steward of its promise. Engage civically and use your voice to speak truth to power. When you see injustice, fight to fix it. Be the adult in the room. Bring your conflict resolution and problem-solving skills to the table and realize that you hold so much power by virtue of your law degree, your knowledge, and your skills. I want you to always be seen as the problem solver and never as the problem itself. You've heard me say this so many times. Third, be low maintenance and high output. Your power will come from how much you can help others, not from how much others can help you. Fourth, do what makes you happy in the law. The greatest living you will make as a lawyer is when you are proud of your work. Remember, fit is everything. Find your fit to make the greatest difference and be happy. Fifth, be kind, be humble, and be gracious. Your chosen path is a life in service of others, not in service of yourself. And sixth, take care of each other and be grateful. Appreciate that our community is special, that it's rare and beautiful. As you ascend in your careers, keep adding rungs to the ladder beneath you and give a hand to pull others up behind you. Show gratitude by paying it forward. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our academic dean, William LaPiana. Dean LaPiana.
Thank you, Dean Crowell. And let me add my congratulations to the class of 2020, as well as those of my faculty colleagues and of all the staff. I have seen how much all of you have grown as students, as individuals, and most importantly, as legal professionals. You have taken the material you learned inside the classroom and developed your abilities to apply legal concepts, make powerful arguments, and come to well-reasoned and supported judgments. Many of you have taken on invaluable positions of leadership throughout our student organizations, in our affinity groups, on the law review, and on our competition teams. You have proudly and effectively represented NYLS in your externships and in clinical work, helping members of our community desperately in need of representation. And all of that was before the unprecedented events that have challenged all of us over the past 3 months. You rose to that challenge with the same patience and fortitude that sustained those New Yorkers who 2 generations ago survived a Great Depression and won a world war. Like them, you have done what needs to be done by managing significant personal challenges, making your achievement today that much more important. You are now prepared to practice the profession of law using everything that you learned during your time at NYLS. I have every expectation and belief that you are going to thrive. Our profession needs you. And even more importantly, our society needs you, especially in this moment. You have the skills, experiences, and leadership qualities to make our world better and more just, to make more real the 2 most powerful ideas ever to be at the heart of a legal system: due process and equal protection. Today, I count you as my colleagues in that task, and all of us in the NYLS community, especially the faculty and staff, will continue to be a primary resource for you as you step into new lives and careers. I am eager to see the extraordinary work you will accomplish, and I am deeply grateful to have had the chance to help you begin this challenging, exciting, and meaningful journey. Congratulations again to the class of 2020. Now, I welcome Shay Thomas, President of the Student Bar Association.
A warm hello to the class of 2020 and all the friends and or family members that may be watching this with you. Although our journey didn't end as planned, I want to wish you all the warmest and most sincere congratulations. We did it. By serving as the SBA president, I've had the opportunity to get involved with many programs and many organizations, which has allowed me to work with and meet a lot of you. And let me just say, you guys are some of the most intelligent, creative, determined, motivated, and dynamic people. You all make me extremely proud to be a part of this strong and diverse community. It's incredibly inspiring to think about all of the good that I know this class will do. Despite our coming from different places, being molded by different influences and experiences, our different reasons for attending law school, we're all driven to go out and do great things for our clients, communities, and the legal profession as a whole. Completing law school is no small feat, especially given the circumstances that we've endured these past few months. But I want everyone to celebrate today. You deserve it. Take a minute and reflect on everything you've accomplished these past few years, everything you've learned, achieved, experienced, and remember why you set out on this path. Trust in yourselves and in the preparation and education that New York Law School has provided, and go be a force for good. I'm confident that we won't disappoint. Thank you. And with that, back to you, Dean Crowell.
Thank you, Shay. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Arthur Abbey, Chair of our Board of Trustees and a graduate of the class of 1959. Arthur?
Officially conferring your degrees. Before I get to that, I want to share my own deep admiration and appreciation for what you have achieved today. I've been honored to be part of New York Law School for over 60 years. And I thought I had seen it all as a lawyer, a citizen, and a New Yorker. What we are all currently experiencing is something almost none of us have ever encountered or anticipated having to deal with. The disruption in our lives has been challenging, to say the least. I know that I and our entire Board of Trustees are inspired by your determination and desire to become lawyers, despite any obstacles. You represent the best of our law school. And in my 60+ years as a member of this community, and in the 129th year history of the law school, there is no class that we could be prouder of celebrating. As Dean Crowell said, your law school education has prepared you for the path ahead. And the gate to that path is, of course, the bar exam. And I know that you all study for that exam with laser-like focus and pass it at an even better rate than the class of 2019. Indeed, there is much you will be called upon to do in order to create a more just and equal society and to address the extraordinary events we continue to see and experience daily. All of us in the New York Law School community know you are ready for the challenge, and we have great hope for the future because of our class of 2020. We are all counting on you. And now, here is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Dear graduates, by the power vested in me by the Department of Education of the State of New York and the Board of Trustees of New York Law School, I confer upon all of you who have fulfilled the requirements, the degrees of Master of Laws and of Juris Doctor, with all the rights, privileges, and duties thereunto appertaining. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees and the whole law school, special congratulations to you, the class of 2020. We all look forward to the day when we can celebrate your achievements in person together. Again, to each of you, our very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony and Arthur, Bill and Shay. Good evening. I'm Johnny Vassar, class of 2011, and I'm the incoming president of the NYLS Alumni Association Board of Directors. I want to offer each of you the board's sincerest congratulations on completing your degrees. Welcome to the alumni community. Obviously, you are graduating at a difficult time, to say the least. The road to recovery for all of us will be challenging, but I hope you will take heart to know you will not have to face it alone. In addition to your family and friends, you will find support from Dean Crowell, the faculty, the staff, and the Alumni Association. The NYLS alumni community is eager to welcome you. I encourage you all to reach out to the Alumni Association, the Office of Institutional Advancement, in addition to other NYLS offices, because your fellow alumni will be one of the most important resources for you right now and throughout your lives and careers. I leave you with this thought from J.K. Rowling. Happiness can be found in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. I know these times are dark, but you must remember that each of you bears a light that has brought you here and borne you forth through your education. It will bear you hence if you let that light shine brightly. And if you need help, don't you dare hesitate to ask. We are here for you because we are family. Stay safe out there and study hard for the bar. And now back to Anthony for closing remarks.
Thank you so much, Johnny. And thank you all for joining us today. We will come together again for an in-person commencement to mark this once-in-a-lifetime accomplishment, and I cannot wait. We would never miss the opportunity to properly celebrate you. Until then, I know that all of us, graduates, professors, and staff, will have many more conversations in the days and weeks ahead as we move forward together to chart your future. And perhaps the most important of those conversations will be about your passing the bar exam. Remember, good bar outcomes lead to good job outcomes, and the class of 2019 is proof positive of that. They say the bar exam is the toughest test you'll ever take, and it is. But what you've been through in the past few months has made you battle ready. Given the world around us, you need to work hard and hustle. Passing the bar exam is your only option. And I say to all your families out there, keep your bar taker focused. And if you need to call in the reinforcements, you know how to find me. By email, by phone, any means possible. We know you all can do it, so just do it. One and done, as we say at New York Law School. Congratulations to you, the New York Law School class of 2020. You are the best. We love you.